Hello out there to you. In this AP micro practice problem, we've got a perfectly competitive firm, and we've got a bunch of questions about it. So how do we know that it is perfectly competitive? We can see that marginal revenue is a straight line. That means they're selling all the same product at the same price. So you could say marginal revenue is equal to price, or that marginal revenue doesn't change and the more that you sell. So if you're selling everything at the same price, it means it's a perfect substitute for any other product from any other firm. And so that's how we know that it's perfectly competitive. I suppose you could also just say that marginal revenue is a straight line. What is the shutdown price for this firm? So for anytime you're looking for the shutdown price, you want to find where average variable cost is at its minimum. So just find that. That is your shutdown price. So that is right here. Marginal cost crosses average variable cost at that point. So that would be 5 for that one. Next, what is the level of total fixed cost for this firm? This one takes a little bit longer to calculate. So let's put this up here. Okay, so first thing I know that average total cost equals average variable cost plus average fixed cost. So I want to find a place where I have these two numbers, and then I just need to solve for this number. So I've got only one spot where they're exactly on the same quantity. So I see right here 15 is the average total cost and 11 is the average variable cost. So I could fill in that 15, 11 plus average fixed cost. So when the quantity is 1,350, the 1,350, the average fixed cost for that is 4. Okay. I also know that average fixed cost is equal to the fixed cost over the quantity. So I know a couple of these things. I know that this is 4, and I know this is 1,350. I have run out of room over here, so I'm going to draw it over here. So this would be 4, and then equals fixed cost over 1,350. And I just multiply both 1,350 by both sides. And let's see what that is. It's 4. That'd be 5,400. So fixed cost is 5,400. So that is the answer, 5,400. You would get the same answer if you used, say, 1,100, but we don't know exactly what that point is. We also could use 750, but we don't know exactly where that point is. So easiest to use the one where you've got the 2 points. If the price is under $20 per unit, what quantity? Oh, is actually $20 per unit. Okay, so here you just want to find where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. So follow marginal revenue all the way until it hits marginal cost. This is your profit maximizing quantity, so it's just kind of coincidental. It's the same one. So the quantity would be 1,350 is the quantity. For the profit, it's easiest to look at the difference between price. Let me write this right here. Profit is going to be price minus average total cost times the quantity. So we got this price, like we learned initially, is 20 minus, so follow this down here, that's 15. That's the average total cost when you produce that many units. And then times 1,350. I thought that would be 4, because then we could just use that number again, but we can't. So it's 5 times 1,350. 5 times 1,350. 6,750. So profit 6,750. Which is also, let me shade that, also the area of this. Sometimes on the AP exam, you got to shade what's going on. So this would be the profit when the price is 20. Okay. Will firms enter or exit the market? Okay, anytime firms are entering the market, new firms are going to show up. So new firms will enter, and that is also true whenever the price is greater than our average total cost. Long run equilibrium price, this is going to be the minimum of average total cost. Okay, so minimum of that. So just find where the dip is there, but it's also where marginal cost meets it. So that would be at 14. And then what does the firm produce in the long run? So go to the price is going to be 14. What's the quantity there? 1,100 would be the quantity. And then how much profit does it make in the long run? No profit. So you can kind of remember that. But if you plug it back into our formula, it would be 14 would be the price minus 14 times, it doesn't matter what the quantity is, but times 1,100. And so profit will be 0. So no economic profit in the long run.